Hello and welcome to another AIC how-to video. In this specific video we're going to look at setting up supplier categories and how that pulls through to the specific supplier and what to look out for when doing this. So once we've logged into Sage X3, we're going to use our username and password, and we're going to navigate through the navigation page, top right corner on the compass, going to common data, BPs, and then our supplier categories. So as you can see that currently the categories has been split by nation, country, but I'm going to, for my example that I'm going to do, I'm going to split it by currency. So I'm going to say new, call it ZAR, this is my ZAR supplier, it's a description, shortcode, just put in ZAR over there, and we're going to continue. So country would be ZA for South Africa. I'm going to keep the language as English, currency as South African Rand. Do we want credit control in this specific category? I'm going to say check yes, which means that we need to populate the authorized credit upon creation. We've got something cool to note about this ABCD classes. This is for later slicing and dicing when you have A, B, C, D and A, B, C and D classes of customers in the way they perform in delivery times and pricing and all of that, but that comes out in a bit of a later video. So from here on out I'd like to just quickly show you I'm not going to go into each and every field, just touching on the main points to look out for, but over here we're going to look at the accounting code. So when you click on the accounting code, open that up. This is basically dictating when you're transacting with the specific supplier, which accounts payable entry will this go into. So I've separated mine. I've got a South African Rand accounts payable and I've got a US dollar accounts payable. So in this example we're busy with the Rands. I'm going to specify the Rand one and I'm going to continue from there. I'm going to leave the tax rule blank. Okay, and I'm going to leave the payment terms blank because I'd like to show you what happens when we create from the supplier category. If we leave these specific lines blank, it will still be requested from us. So I'm going to create the supplier category. Just going to create the USD one as well. So a quick way of doing that is just change the USD, just change the category code to one that doesn't exist, and then it will ask you to create again. I'm just going to change that to this is my USD supplier, and my short description I'm going to say USD, and then the very important one is the accounting code, which I've showed you. I've also set up a USD, and let's just maybe set a payment term here for, let's say, cash. Here we go, create, confirm the duplication, we say yes. Just want to see here, I have not changed the currency. That needs to change as well, USD. Save. Now to finish all of this off, let's go and create a supplier and see what values are actually going to be defaulting. So back to our navigation page, you can click on our suppliers. Now we're going to say new with a plus, and we're going to specify first of all the Rand supplier. We did not specify sequence number in the category, thus we can choose our own. So I'm just going to say ZZZ test 1. We can add our short description and our names, but what I actually want to point your attention to is the country pulls through, the language, the currency. Address is something that always has to be manually populated. And in my financials tab, there we see it was checked for an authorized credit. Can enter my credit over there, and the financials tab is where I want your attention now, because we had the accounting code of ZAR that is there, but if you can remember, the payment terms and the tax rule we left blank. So what will happen when I try and create here is I'll get an error telling me that these payment terms need to be populated. So I'm going to choose a payment term. I'm just going to specify cash here again. And if I try and create now, I'll just get the next error telling me about the tax rule. The tax rule, I'm going to say ZA DOM, and I should be able to create now. There we go, my supplier has been created, and I'd like to show you when I use the USD category. And I go to my financials tab, you will see that the payment method cash has been defaulted, not necessary to enter that. So you can use your different categories however you'd like to slice and dice it. The way that I've sliced it now was in your different currency, but if you'd like to have it for specific sales reps or specific areas that you're dealing and working with, you can slice and dice it however you want. Just know that when that category is selected, it applies these rules, which means that these exact same rules will apply on the transactions that are involved with. So if you have a cash payment term with a supplier, but for some reason you're changing it to a 30-day, just changing it on the supplier won't change the historical invoices that's currently open in the system. Okay, that's important to know. Only the new invoices after the change will have the new changes on there. But that is basically it for the quick lookouts for creating the supplier categories. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.